anfitrión de DJs BrewTube y hoy nos vamos a criticar otra cerveza artesanal de México. ¿Y qué cerveza es? Es el Jack Sweet Stout. That's right, guys. You hear me speaking the Spanish and you see the scenery's changed, but I'm still here in Mexico and I'm inside today. Why is that? Because it's raining like a mofo outside and I can't sit outside drinking beer, but since it's a wet and nasty day, it's a perfect day for a sweet stout. And from whom do we have a sweet stout today? We have one from La Cerveceria Jack, and they're out of El DF, Mexico City. That's right, big bad Mexico City, in our friendly land of Mexico. Oh, and as you can hear in the background, there's plenty of thunder today. So, like I said, it's a perfect day for a stout, isn't it? I've even got me a snifter that my father-in-law lent to me. This is a Bacardi snifter. Well, we're going to put beer in it today now, aren't we? Now, this particular beer is a year-round serving. It clocks in at 7.5% ABV, and it's between 15 and 35 IBUs. Now, in Mexico, as I've mentioned in other videos, the rule is you have to put an expiration date on your beers and you have to also put the ingredients of your beers in it. Now, this particular beer expires probably like 7 months from now, but it's 7.5%, so we know it's probably fine, isn't it? Hell yes. That's right. Now, for ingredients in this, they use water, malted barley, malted wheat, oats, chocolate extract, and hops. So it's pretty simple, and of course yeast. Now, they're saying in this beer that they're naming it anyway, that it's a sweet stout. But we know that to be a sweet stout or a milk stout, that you've got to have lactose in there. They're not mentioning lactose, but maybe on the palate and by the way they compose this beer, it's sweet anyway. So, I'm about ready for an imperial strength stout. Actually, this is kind of like an export strength stout, I would say, at about 7.5%. But you know what? I'm done flapping my gums. Let's get the top popped on this bottle conditioned beer, by the way. Boom. Let's hope it doesn't genie out of the bottle on me because there's plenty of smoke. And get it in the glass. Nice. Alright, yep, we're getting plenty of super dense bottle conditioned head coming off of this. We'll pour it a little more aggressively and see what we get. Wow, that's dissipating quick. Alright, let's see. There you go. That head's not going to last long. I had about a quarter finger of it, and it dropped down super fast into nothing. When I hold it up to the light, it's completely black. It's really ruddy looking, like it's been not filtered. When I swirl it, plenty of alcohol legs, and it's really sticky on the inside of the glass. I don't know if you can see that well. The lighting's not the best in here, but I'm still reviewing beer. Why? Because I need to self-medicate today, now don't I? So, let's get an aroma on this and see what's up in that department. Right up at the front, you can really smell the chocolate extract. It's got a milk chocolate sort of smell, not so much dark chocolate. Coffee, caramel toffee, a lot of burnt sugar sweetness. And it's got a real creamy smell. It smells like a milk stout. I'm wondering if there's lactose in it. They're saying that it's a sweet stout, but it smells like a lot like an imperial milk stout. So, I'm ready to dive into this bad boy. I've earned this beer today. Trust me. Cheers. Salud. Right up at the front, unlike the aroma, I didn't really get dark fruits in the aroma, but this is a lot of dark fruits in the taste. I can tell this is an imperial stout or a bigger stout that was made in the tropics. It's quite thin for what it is. There's no alcohol in the aroma, no alcohol in the taste. It's got a really nice chocolate flavor, a mellow milk chocolate flavor followed by caramel, but the dominating flavor is the dark fruits and the yeast. And a lot of these brewers down here seem to be using English ale yeast, so that flavor is really kind of a common thread in a lot of the beers down here for a lot of these brewers, but quite tasty brew. Goes down really smooth, has really velvety, light carbonation. There's no burn going down at all. The alcohol is totally hidden. The brewer's done his or her job in that manner. And God is doing his job now by thundering and raining even harder. Really tasty beer though. It's not as sweet as a milk stout, but it definitely has a resounding sweetness in there. And the chocolate doesn't taste of anything fake or extract-like. It's a very enjoyable brew, super easy to drink, and it's actually a nice stout for the summer time in the heat. And I can see, kind of where they're coming from when they brewed this beer. So, you hear me kind of enjoying this beer. So what do we rate it? Of course, Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, they have no grades on it. People have graded it, though, and rated it on those rating services, and they seem to enjoy it pretty well for what it is. And they're rating it kind of like in the B to a B plus range. I'm going to give it a B plus to an A minus. I think if you were straight up in the north and it was in the winter and you were drinking this beer, you would give it a B plus, okay? But down here in the hot weather, for what it is, and a stout kind of, I don't know, designed for this climate down here, it's a very well-made beer, and I'm going to give it an A minus and 90. It's one of the better stouts that I've had out of Mexico. It's not the best. I'd say the two best that I've had are stout-like beers have been the Hazme la Rusa by La Chingoneria or the Mexican Imperial Stout by Calavera. But very tasty brew that I would drink again, and I would actually buy this and bring it back to somebody. So, to the next DJs BrewTube, you got to do something really important for me. You got to think locally. You got to drink locally. You got to support the craft beer movement. I'm doing all those. I'm down here in Mexico drinking and reviewing beer. What are you doing? Are you helping the effort? Are you going to other countries and drinking beers there? You should if you go somewhere like that. Hell yes. So, like I said, thanks for to each and every one of you for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and hit that like button. Until the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a bunch of sweet stout drinking love for you and a big ass what? You know what's coming? That's right, a big ass a peace out.